ball, RJ.
Another guy I want to talk to you about was dude, man, his recruiting is blowing up. Is recently is Major Burns. Seemed like he's leaning one way or the other, and then LSU kind of comes on a little bit strong. But what do you see from him as far as could this guy be your number one corner? Could he be the guy that you say, okay, you're going to follow around the best wide receivers in the Big 12, and we're going to ask you to do this by yourself?
See, that's a very good question. We have him projected to safety right now, although we are open to reclassifying him as a corner. That's something I think that is a very good trait of his because he can provide you with personnel flex in the secondary. Because I do think he can play corner. I know he can play safety, and he can definitely play a hybrid nickel kind of a position. I don't know if I'm ready to say it right now that he is a bona fide number one corner at the high major level, but he could have the potential to become that. When you see his listed size, it's like 6'1 and a half, 6'2", 176. You're like, that's a pretty tall, lean guy. But if you see him in person, he has very broad shoulders and he's fairly long. He has a really big frame. I mean, he's got a frame that he is going to easily get to 200 plus pounds if a school wants him to get that big. He's got a true safety frame. Now, we all know nowadays there's a lot of corners who are big like that, so he may get that big and still play corner. But one thing that to play that corner role that he'll have to tighten up is the fluidity, the lateral mobility. For example, a shuttle's 4.51, which is you want for a guy that might want to play corner. You want to see that under 4.35, under 4.30. On the flip side of that, his 40 has been verified at 4.58, which for a guy who's pretty much 6'2", that's moving at that size. So. Another thing is that he is a willing participant against the run. He will hit you. He's a good tackler. He plays with a lot of swagger. I mean, he's a South Louisiana defensive back, and they bring the demeanor to the field. And like you said, it's LSU's kind of come on here in recent weeks, and it's not always easy to get a kid from Baton Rouge away from LSU.
Wanted to throw a little bonus in here, but I feel like you're prepared for it because you were just down there. 2020 quarterback Haynes King. Man, I was going through the composite. I'm looking at dual threat guys that aren't uncommitted. I'm looking at pro style guys that are uncommitted. I'm looking for traits I know that Lincoln Riley has talked about and he has asked of his quarterbacks who have committed and played for him. And I got to say, looking at that guy, especially the way that you've written about him in your evaluation, I'm amazed he does not have an offer from OU with the 4.5 40, the 50 plus 400 meters, the 26-1 record, the 16-0 last year. Big, strong, sturdy kid. Looks like he could sling it.
Yeah, he is, kind of the total package of the modern profile you're looking for in a quarterback. Because he's got the frame, he's got the accuracy. He is, Longview High School is known in Texas for having speed. They're always very fast, both sides of the ball. He's the fastest player on Longview's roster. He is a verified 4.5 flat in the 40 with a 4.08 shuttle. He won the district championship in the discus. He runs the 400 meters. He runs the 4x400 relay. He plays basketball. He's got this profile of this multi-sport standout. In addition, to the 26-1 record as a starter, the almost 4,000 passing yards and almost 700 rushing yards against, as good a high school competition you're going to see in the country. I am like you. I'm a bit surprised that OU has not offered him. He's got some pretty good offers. He's Texas A&M, Tennessee, Auburn, Arkansas, Baylor, TCU, Duke. There's a lot of schools have offered him, but I'm with you. I'm a little surprised that OU hasn't offered him, given the athletic profile and really how high profile of a recruit he has become in the past few months.
Man, Dude, Gabe, all of this money, just straight money. This is really good. I really appreciate this, dude.